Hi Charles, this is Jason Holiday with Red Rock Roofing and David. I'm going to go ahead and shoot a quick roof video inspection here. So, first thing that I wanted to point out, when an adjuster gets on your roof, the first thing that they're going to be looking for is what's called collateral damage. Collateral damage is simply signs and indicators on the roof, which is what I'm pointing out here, that hail has been in the area, okay? Once they can identify that, then the next thing they're going to be looking for is what's called spalding. Spalding is when hail strikes a shingle, dislodges the granules, and exposes the fiberglass underlayment. I've marked some of these with chalk so you can see what these look like here, okay? And you technically have it all over, okay? That was a big one. Look at the size of that. It goes for my finger. This one, again, half the size of my finger for the size of that one. Okay, and as you can see, it's prevalent all over your roof, okay? Several spots that I didn't even mark, okay? When the adjuster comes out, what they're gonna have to identify is that on all the slopes that you have at least 6 to 10 hits within a 10 by 10 foot area, okay? This side didn't obviously have as many. That side's completely peppered in it. That side over there, completely peppered in it. The other side, a decent amount. This side was a little harder, but we still were able to find hail damage here, okay? And that's what I want to point out with some of these. Okay. And again, another big one. This one's so big, when you push down, it's cracked right there, actually. Okay. So, and as you can see, definitely a lot of hail up here. Both of those were crushed. Okay. So we've talked about the bad things. Let's go ahead and talk about some good things on here. One thing that I've noticed is with all of your boot jacks, every one of them are still shedding water, okay? So this is a rubber piece that's on the outside, meant to give a little flex, which it's still doing. So it is shedding water. They're all covered up, so that's a very good sign. This is what's supposed to happen here. Now, at the same token, and here's some other wear and tear that you have from what looks like to be older ones, actually. And that does go across the roof as well, okay? Again, another hit. But overall, I definitely think at this point, your roof has seen better days, and it would be best to know what your options are. Because of the fact that we can find them on all sides, on all corners, and I didn't mark up a ton over here, just simply because of the fact these were smaller pieces. But let me go back down here and show you just a couple of these, okay? Here, still all over the place, okay? And again, I didn't want to mark up all of these, leave room for the adjuster. You do have a couple of nail heads that are exposed that definitely need to get covered up, okay? But other than that, again, because of the fact, and look at this one right here, look at the size of that one. That one's going in, okay? And all of these are penetration points, just so you know. Penetration points where water can get in, migrate into the roof, and then start actually tearing up the decking, okay? But again, for lack of a better term, your roof has seen better days, and I think at this point, it's a good thing to know what your options are, okay? Because we can find them on all sides, it's definitely enough to where on paper you would qualify for a full roof replacement at the expense of the insurance company, obviously minus your deductible. But other than that, I'll go ahead and sign off here. Thank you again for the opportunity to have me inspect your roof.